Hi everyone, afternoon. I just wanted to show you some things I found in Lidl's today when I was doing my shop. The first one was this coconut flour. My friend told me they were doing it in there, so while I was getting my shopping I thought I'd have a look and pick some up. It's a 300 gram bag, so it's quite substantial, and it comes in at a price of £1.79. So I think that's pretty good. It obviously is suitable for vegans and vegetarians, suitable for everybody. It's gluten free as well, I understand. And it's really nice just to see that they're expanding things and getting slowly some more alternatives in, which is lovely. So I'm going to try that out over the week with some recipes and just see what it's like. I think it's quite high in fat, being from the coconut, but we'll see how it bakes and what it's like. The other thing was that I went in predominantly to get some yoghurt. So all three of my children like a lot of yoghurt. They always did, even when we were eating dairy. Especially my eldest, he has some airway problems. So when it's overcast like this, not very nice weather, damp, sometimes his airway will swell slightly and he'll get a cough, and he'll want to just eat food that he can just swallow, not actual chew, because it's like having a sore throat all the time. So he will gravitate towards a lot of soups, yogurts, that kind of thing. So I've always spent a large part of our food budget on yogurts, and now using alternative products. I do find they're quite expensive, especially in the volume that we consume sometimes. So when I'd gone in to buy the Alpro yogurt, which I believe in there is £1.15, I had a look this morning, right next door to it, which I hadn't seen before, were these, which to me are new. So they're just free soy-based pot. This is the blueberry flavour. It's a 500 gram pot, so fairly normal size, I think. My three kids would hammer that in one sitting and probably want more if they could get their hands on it, because they're just a little bit greedy. So 89p that comes in at, and there was blueberry, vanilla and plain available. My kids have already had one pot of this today, so it went down really well. They really enjoyed it and wanted more, so it must be tasty. I didn't actually get to have any, but judging from their reactions, it was successful. So it's just nice to know they've got something else in there that's cutting the cost down slightly while they're still getting what they want and they're enjoying it. That's all to share with you at the moment, just purchases that I've made. Cooking wise today, because I've got them all off and they're poorly, I've made a chili con carne using corn mince and some spices and some tomatoes and onions. That's in a slow cooker. That'll be ready for tea later on. And I've gone through the fridge and chopped up whatever vegetables I had left in there. I've roasted them off in the oven slowly with a little bit of olive oil, a bit of salt and pepper. And when they were nice and just slightly roasted, put them into a dish with some vegetable stock, and I've let that blitz up now into a nice vegetable soup. I also threw a load of lentils, red lentils, in with it to cook down for some added nutrients for the kids and myself. So my eldest has got something he can just grab and swallow that's warm, and I've got something I can fill up in my thermal mug, which quite often, because I'm on the go and busy, that's how I eat most days, lunchtime wise, because I'm just so hectic. If I'm not in the car flying around with the kids or for the kids somewhere or to an appointment, I tend to be running around doing 100 things at once, like all of us. So that's a really cheap way of getting a meal into you, and it's quite filling. Just a quickie to say thank you to everybody who has watched these few videos that I've done so far. It means a lot that you've taken the time to watch and support me, so huge thank you to you all. Thank you for the feedback I've had privately as well. I'm a little bit overwhelmed with the positive responses, if I'm honest, so that's really lovely, and it's really given me a confidence to go on and continue doing this, because I do really have such a passion for it and I do really enjoy it. I'm enjoying it so much I've actually started a course on nutrition, so I want to make sure that I'm doing everything possible I can on this journey to make sure that I'm receiving the optimum food groups that I can and getting everything in my diet, but also for my children. Slightly different for me because I've done all of my growing. I'm a big girl now, but obviously they're still very young, being 7, 3 and 2, and they need to make sure that they are receiving everything they want, so or they need, I should say. So I'm going to be doing that over the next couple of weeks, and that will make sure I'm just completely fully informed and I'm not sort of finding my way. I've actually got some information to hand under my belt as well to make me again feel more confident with the food that I'm providing for them. So that's all from me today. Hopefully you're all having a lovely afternoon. Whatever you're doing, I hope you're happy, warm and well. All right, take care. Bye.